So hi, I'm Robert McPherson from Lubrizol, Australia, and I'm a member of the Australian Society of Cosmetic Chemists, and I'm joined here with my colleague.
Hi, my name is Sofia Lee. I'm both a member of the Australian and Singaporean Society of Cosmetic Chemists.
And we're going to talk to you today about some of the interesting questions that we've been receiving around hand sanitizers.
Yes, I can't wait for that. We've been using hand sanitizers for over a year now, and there will be a lot of questions to be answered today.
Yeah, exactly, Sophia. So one of the first questions that everyone asks is what percentage of alcohol is required when making a hand sanitizer?
Yeah, so at concentrations of 60%, ethanol might work against germs in general, but not coronaviruses specifically. And there are studies show that 80% is more effective against envelope viruses within 30 seconds, which means that at lower concentrations, so lower than 60%, it will take longer, maybe a minute. And by which then the alcohol might have evaporated from the skin to have the desired effect. And as we know, we tend to be lazy and we want fast. So we squirt a few drops of sanitizer into the palm of our hands and rub our hands together for a few seconds. So at that time, 60% ethanol wouldn't be as effective over that time scale.
Excellent. So better safe than sorry, and go for those higher percentage alcohol hand sanitizers for that faster and more efficient result.
Yes, and I think washing hands with soap and water is probably still the best way to prevent the viral transmission.
Fantastic. So Sophia, one of the other questions that everyone seems to get confused is what is the difference between weight for weight and volume per volume, and does that make a difference in the hand sanitizer?
Yes, it's extremely important to get the scale right. The two different scales are necessary because the volume contracts when ethanol and water are mixed. And on molecular level, we see that the hydrogen bonding between the two makes the molecules closer together. And then secondly, the open spaces within the liquids are much less likely because the molecules that make up ethanol is smaller, so they can be mixed in with the water tighter together. So when we mix water and ethanol, there is a reduction in volume. So we're going to show you a table of the weight per weight percentage to the volume per volume conversion table.
Fantastic, Sophia. So the next question is, some sanitizers are thick gels, whilst other sanitizers seem to just be pure alcohol. Why is this, and which one's the best to use?
Yeah, so the way a sanitizer is delivered also influences whether it's efficient enough to kill coronaviruses. Sanitizers typically come in the form of a liquid, a foam, or a gel, and the modes of delivery aren't equally effective for all of them. So while the liquids, they do the job, gels, they don't work quickly enough for healthcare workers because of the application time. So in clinical practices, it's often shorter than 30 seconds. And they shouldn't replace alcohol-based liquid hand disinfectants currently used in hospitals or to be implemented as a first choice agent. And also how we apply the hand sanitizers affect how it works properly. And according to a study on the efficacy of alcohol-based hand foams, people don't consistently cover their hands with enough sanitizer because of the long drying time. But I think sanitizer gels result in a less messy application and will ensure sufficient delivery of sanitizer to the hand after it's dispensed from the packaging. So gels are great for public use, considering the ease of use and also the application practices.
Excellent. So it really just depends on the situation, and whether you want something that feels nice on the skin or something that's just fast and effective. But the most important thing is that you get enough hand sanitizer in contact with the skin long enough to kill off the viruses.
Definitely.
So, back to thick gels versus some lighter liquids. Some sanitizers feel sticky and lumpy, and others just feel like water on the hands. How can we improve the feel of a hand sanitizer?
Yeah.